Today we're gonna make a drink that I've never done on the channel. Really wish I did. It's called the Hot Toddy. Is it warm where you are? Well, then don't drink a Hot Toddy. Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I'm Derrick Schommer. That's Doug.
Yep.
That's Ian, and we will be helping you become a better cocktail creator, utilizing great ideas, new tastes, and hold on, muddled with a little bit of entertainment. That was the entertainment. Really? Don't forget to subscribe, it's free. So,
we want to set the bar low so your expectations are always beat.
like a fucking limbo. What's that called when you do that?
Limbo.
Today we're making a hot toddy.
Today we're making a Hot Toddy. And there's really nothing else. You want to do the? You want to run down the recipe ingredients?
Yeah, so we're starting with some warm water in the mug to warm the mug up.
Right.
We're gonna toss that. We're gonna add a little bit more in there. Then we're gonna add 3 teaspoons of honey. Let it dissolve. We're gonna add the we got a quarter ounce of lemon juice. We got 2 ounces of rye we're using. We have a clove studded lemon twist.
Right. So to stud your lemon twists, rinse that. Okay, first off, you want to add hot water to your glass, then dump it. That's a good starting technique because it gets your glass the right temperature.
It's like a reverse chill. You
Right.
do the same thing when you're chilling your glasses.
You're reversing the whole concept that you typically do. You don't need to use a plunger for this.
You should have used the one that what's-her-face sent.
Oh, did she send one?
Bobby sent one.
It's not going to do what he's doing here.
It's holding a vacuum right now.
You're holding it because it's...
You need
takes
to use
time.
the one that Bobby sent.
Yes, I think you're right. But it's too late because I'm already invested.
There you go.
Anyway. So,
She's gonna be pissed.
I will show you how to stud.
I feel really bad right now.
See, that's his bad feeling.
Yeah,
This is a studded lemon peel. So what you do is you basically cut yourself a little bit of lemon. That's lemon, right? Yeah.
Oh, you edit that?
I do.
No, that's great.
Well, she does it.
No, that's fantastic. Good
I
job,
might have an
Jennifer.
intern that can do it, though.
Good job, future intern person.
So you jam your... Yeah, I know. It's pretty
Big
cool.
things happen at CMC.
It's free intern. Unpaid. So you take your little, what do you call those things? Cloves. You jam them in there. Or you do what Ian did, which is to poke a knife in there. And that way you don't break them. And then stick them in and look pretty like a little bandolier. Like Ian said. That is going to give you both the properties of your citrus and some clove flavor.
Oh.
You looking for a stir?
I was, but I think I got this.
I found that.
I'm gonna try and squeeze more juice out of that.
There's so much more juice in here.
Yeah.
No.
Ow!
Really?
How did I hurt myself on a squeezer?
What did you do? Did you pinch yourself?
Yeah, it had like...
It only has one place you can pinch yourself, and you pinch yourself.
I had my finger in
found
one
it.
place.
We found it.
Anyway,
I like
so
sticking my fingers in places, and apparently...
We've heard that.
this is the instructions. After you've warmed your mug, you've dumped that water out, you're going to add new water. Then you're going to add sugar. Did we do that?
The honey.
Yeah, honey. I don't know why I said sugar. You could do either honey, sugar. You could also use rich demerara syrup. And you let that dissolve. You stud your cloves in the lemon twist, and then you add this in, and then you stir it. That way you get all those flavors integrating into your hot toddy. Then, when you're done all that, you're going to add in what he just did, which is lemon juice, your whiskey, give it another stir. Just stir as you feel appropriate to stir. You want to use a different
opener?
I just have a... There we go, I got it.
areola?
My finger is like a little bit wet from the lemon juice.
Oh,
So it's just slipping.
that's pretty sexy. And then we'll just top it with hot water if we need to at the end.
You seriously just pour that back in there.
Why did you just pour it on the bar? You would have done exactly the same thing. So we have a new...
I'm making Ian nervous.
we have a new lemon squeeze.
Oh shit, Doug's here.
The lemon squeeze.
I gotta perform.
I have a professional lemon squeeze. The thing is, as you squeeze the juice, it pours into your glass below it. What Ian just did is he just tossed it back into the squeeze, which then sends it through the hole onto the bottle.
It was gonna buy me some time to measure the whiskey, but it happened way too quick. Your juicer is way too professional.
Yes, gravity makes it professional.
Oh, wow.
Stick it right there.
That was fantastic.
Here, I'll get this
We've
hot
done some smart
water
things
out
on
of the
the
way.
show.
We haven't done a lot of hot drinks. This is something kind of new. Because it's hot out. I mean, it's cold out. It's opposite. Unless you're in Australia.
In Australia.
In which case it's...
Not hot.
Yeah, you're walking
You're
upside
not in
down on the
Australia,
earth.
Doug.
Oh, you're up. Oh.
Huh?
You're not in Australia. You're looking outside like, am I in Australia?
No, I wasn't.
You're just checking to see if it was hot out or cold.
Or if there's an Australian hanging out outside just watching the show.
What's Australia doing outside? Come on in.
Come on. It's cold out
We're
there.
cool.
What are you doing?
You can move my tip jar, Doug. You don't need that.
Fuck, I love your sexy cousin, New Zealand.
Oh, that's right. New Zealand.
That was my plug.
That was your plug
I
for
was
the
waiting
it.
for it.
So,
I didn't know it was going to come that way.
it came.
It did come.
It's just got really dirty.
The history for this guy. This is a segment of the show where I add value. The history of this cocktail, it's said to be from around 1786. First use of the word toddy was meant to be a beverage made of alcoholic liquor with hot water, which we just did. Sugar and spices. We did all those things. Apparently, it's an Indian word for fermenting sap of palm trees. Don't know exactly what that means. The internet could be right or wrong. I think I got this recipe. Oh, by the way, our executive producer is Bradley Chambers.
This is one of the things I like about warm drinks.
Probably break down fermenting sap for you.
You want to break it down?
Yeah, you probably warm it up in some water and you
Let
ferment
it
the shit.
fucking grow.
Anyway, you were saying?
Oh, one of the things I love about hot drinks, which is happening in this, is that the alcohol is kind of evaporating because of the heat.
But it
So
doesn't-
when you taste it, you get like this
It's not too boozy.
ethanol-y, like
No, but it's not as
nasal
bad as I thought it
quality.
would be.
No, it's not bad.
It tastes like medicine.
It's quite good.
This is probably what it was used for. And by probably I mean it was used for.
That's exactly.
You want a question of the day? How much alcohol does it take you to get drunk?
How much alcohol does it take you to get drunk? Question of the day.
Depends on the time frame.
In ounces, ml, or cl?
It's a nice warm drink.
Yeah,
It does.
I'm okay with this.
Like, like a hot apple cider with a
Yeah.
shot of something
It's like
in it.
clear
It's
your
like the
sinuses or
same
something.
kind
It's
of.
like
I feel healthier.
cozy.
Yeah, it's cozy.
Yeah.
It
It
is,
makes
I
me
feel
want to
healthier.
sit next to a fire.
Does
I'm
your throat not
surprised.
hurt as much?
It actually does. The honey does help.
That's tasty. That's really
That's
good.
really good.
You could also, if you don't want to use 3 teaspoons of honey or you have some sort of weird bee allergy, 2 teaspoons of demerara sugar could be used instead. I've seen that. This might have been something I derived from either liquor.com or one of those sites.
The sugariness content, it could
Yeah.
be from Liquid Intelligence because I know they talk about
No, not that part. The whole recipe itself.
Oh, okay.
Because the hot toddy is not like it's not a recipe. Like there's no hot toddy.
No.
Right.
Like nobody, there'll be somebody, but
There's a whole
nobody
bunch of
should
different
say in this video, you did it wrong.
Right.
It's a hot toddy. It's like
Do it how you like it.
stuff in there with alcohol and
like this.
spices.
But I did want to say, for the flavor itself, the rye is very upfront.
Okay.
It's like the rye and then the citrus from the lemon, the sour, and
Yeah.
then you catch a little bit of the clove. The clove is very subtle. So
Yeah.
if somebody was looking at this like, oh, I hate clove, like I wouldn't
Oh,
have
no,
it.
it's okay,
It's
I think it'll
So,
get worse if you take
it's-
a long time.
What are your
drinking.
thoughts, Doug? Because I thought rye would be good for this just because of the lemon and
Oh,
the
yeah.
honey.
Yeah.
I think maybe an
Yeah.
oaky bourbon would be good in this
Yeah.
also.
I would like an oaky bourbon, but
I think
Not
the
in
rye
this
was good.
Not in
A
this drink? Okay.
good way to go for this.
I just feel like the oak is going to make me want like a whiskey sour.
And I find the bourbons or whiskeys are just a little too hot. I think it would be a little too
Oh,
hot.
it could be
for
true.
that.
It's got a little muskiness and it
I like
fits
the
the
muskiness, yeah.
the spicy it fits the right theme. I think rye makes the most sense.
Yep.
Bourbon, again, if you really love bourbon, I like bourbon, but I like it in whiskey sours. I don't really like hot drinks. I feel like bourbon makes me draw me to the normal drink and make me compare it against a cocktail, like a normal cocktail. Where hot drinks for me are like a kind of a turn off. This one doesn't turn me off because it doesn't bring alcohol to my senses.
Have you
when I
had an
smell
Irish
it.
coffee before? Like, good Irish
That's different. That's good. This
Okay.
dairy is Irish coffee. I like coffee. So anyway, you give me coffee with alcohol.
Okay.
I like coffee. I like alcohol. Big
All
time.
right.
Having a good time. But it's a little bit different.
Because we could do an Irish coffee at some point and talk about the history of that.
There's probably a history.
There
Maybe
is a
we'll have to
history.
do a history of Irish
I
coffee.
got a little briefing on the history of this vacation, so
Teaser.
He's pulling. He's got info.
Drop it in
Multi-teasers.
pulling some resources.
Well, if we get through all these and we're not completely blasted, we can always do an Irish coffee.
all right, sounds good.
Also, we said Bradley Chambers was the executive producer. The other thing I didn't want to mention is if you like cocktails, you should check out homecocktailmenu.com because we put out a banger book. It's called the CMC Banger Book. It's got Doug's recipes, 2 recipes. One you're going to see again remade this month. At
Vesper
least
in
one.
there?
The Vesper.
Yeah,
You'll see, you'll
This
see,
is the
you'll see
Vesper.
the Vesper this month. Ian has 2 drinks in there. I have 1 drink in there. I made all my co-hosts have 2. Me and Jennifer, I think, each have 1. Because you
You
guys...
shouldn't have to pick because you're doing all the other work.
And you guys also did you kind of hit all the ones I would have chosen.
Okay.
Of
So
course
it's
we
kind
did.
of got the greatest hits of everything.
It's
so
because
you
we all have great
download
taste.
that.
It's true.
And it's
true.
free unless you want to give me money, which you could fill it in the little hole. I would love money. It'll say, name your price. 0 is a price, but I like more than 0.
One other thing
Okay.
that I want to say about the book and my recipes.
He wrote a big...
I did. Like
wrote some
I have the best commentary and write up.
He,
I do.
he knew he had the best one before he saw anybody else's.
because
that your write-up?
it's like a
Yes.
weird thing. Like I'm not competitive about anything.
He was
except for about
competitive.
that.
Okay,
He was like
Like, I'm
this.
gonna have
So
the best
if
one.
I realized it was a competition,
You might have
I might
tried
have stepped
harder.
it up a little bit.
You might have
Yeah.
tried harder.
We could have some fun with this.
He could have tried harder.
Maybe you can do a rewrite and they can edit it in.
Or next book.
Next
Or
book.
next book. There'll be more books. Now what you
Wow.
need to do, he's going to taste this off the site. Hold on, there's a money train rolling by. Whoa! That's right.
I almost caught that on my face.
No, I'm not getting you in the face.
No, my hand almost
you're-
came back into my face.
When you're holding pads, you always get hit.
Right
I'm like,
here.
apparently I need to be out here.
There's a subscribe button right here. Click it. There's 2 playlists. Well, actually, there's a video here and a playlist down here. You see where Ian is, but off to the side. You want to then go there, click on those, and subscribe to the show so you can get 3 videos a week in your inbox. Stat! We're teaching you how to drink.